evening and welcome to it. This is Chess and Wine. My name is ADP. Love back at you with some more updates, interesting stuff happening around chess in South Africa. We are today announcing their committees. Just remember that in most of the letters that Chess South Africa has been writing, especially concerning the issues around their Eastern Capes, they've always been referring to disciplinary committees, ethics committees, constitutional committees, and whatsoever, saying people that must obviously consult those committees. Now, those committees have already been announced, even though there are some vacancies in some spaces, meaning that you are welcome, you are invited to take part and be a member of a committee of sorts. I don't know, you know where you fit in, you know what you're good at, you know where you can contribute to make this Chess South Africa better. And honestly, you get involved in those committees. If they don't take your role seriously, you come to Chess and One, we expose those weak links. But otherwise, we hope that those committees are effective and they do the work that they're supposed to be doing. Honestly, and obviously, yes, after this, we're going to talk about a tournament happening in the Eastern Cape, the UFC. What do they call it? Is it the UFH Heritage Open? One other very big tournament that is very constant. It's like every year it's happening. Or is it every year, or is it just UFC is always having some big UFH? I mean, like University of Fort Hare is always having some interesting, some great tournaments with the first prize of 7,000 rand. So they've got like 30,000 rand prize fund for this tournament. A big thing. So yeah, so let's just get to it. Let's speak about it. Let's talk about it. And I'm again, because the UFH thingy is in the Eastern Cape, I'm thinking of how many interesting things are happening in the Eastern Cape. Because remember, even the schools national championships, the school sports national championships are happening in the Eastern Cape. Yeah, maybe again, that's the reason why there's so much push and pull happening around the province. There are some interest groups. Everybody wants a piece of the pie, they say. So there it is. Let's look at the first committees and commissions are as follows. Here is a communication from Chess South Africa that says, for the attention of provincial executive committees, South African Schools Chess Association, South African Chess Community, and that is you. And it was from the 8th of September, yesterday, day before my birthday, day before today, and my niece's birthday. Happy birthday, Siyam Tanda, on the 8th of September. Siyam Tanda Nkuna. And so today is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. And I'm celebrating, as always, because that means every time I drink wine, I'm celebrating, because today is my birthday and I'm drinking the same old thing. Nothing changed. So once you reach perfection, you can't do anything to improve perfection. So you just keep on it. So here it is. Dear colleagues, Chess SA commissions and committees. The following people have been selected to be part of the Chess SA committees and commissions. But how though? How were they selected? Did the invitations come out? They did issue an invitation, right? For those that want to be members of commission. Probably. They have. Yes, I think they have. Did I announce that? I don't remember some of the things I do or don't do. But yeah, I mean, I'm sorry if I didn't for you, if you're interested in becoming a member of the Arbiters and Organizers Commission, because the members are as follows, and it's full already. So that one, there's National Arbiter George Swart, there is Provincial Arbiter Lisa Mposi, the Secretary of Mpumalanga Chess, that has been so quiet and AWOL for so many. You see, he's reminding us of the years that he had disappeared, because he went AWOL from 2019 after he had to focus on some important things. Did he? Again? Because we haven't heard any communication from the Secretary of Mpumalanga Chess and the President of Mpumalanga Chess and the whole committee, in fact. It's like they just went dormant. But then now, boom, they appear. Oh, so they are members of committees and commissions. That's good. But listen, Mposi in the commission, in the Arbiters and Organizers Commission, we like that. But I'm just wondering what benefit is it of Mpumalanga? Maybe you'll just sway them around and say, now let's have this tournament, this event in Mpumalanga. Honestly, we'll find out. Now that we have our own in there, we'll find out what the benefits of having a member, someone from our province as a member of the Arbiters and Organizers Commission. Or maybe he can assist in organizing more arbiters seminars in the province. So we could have enough arbiters trained, and then maybe some organizers as well, because we don't have a lot of people that are actually tackled organizers, international organizers, and such and such. Yeah, so we see there's international arbiter Ben de Vinar. De Vinar is from is he from the Free State? That dead province, what is happening with the Free State, in fact? Because like it's every other province we are seeing that there's a bit of life, but except for a Free State, honestly. Popule Mangonyan, Ompit van Zyl. Like this is what's happening in the Free State. Yeah, man. And then there's also international arbiter Ricardo Minar. Ricardo's been very defensive of he deserves to be rewarded of the new executive, of especially Andre Leworks. He deserves a reward. So yeah, congratulations, Ricardo. We see that you've been rewarded with a commission membership. That's IA Ricardo Minar. We see IA Michael Polheim. And there's FA Karen Talyard. Right, the spelling is incorrect. I think it was, isn't it Talyard with the D at the end? Hey, or maybe I'm wrong. Karen is actually from our region, Etlanzeni region. The only FIDE arbiter in the in the region, in the province maybe, I don't know, but yeah, in the region I know for sure that she's the only FIDE arbiter. There she is. That's Karen Talyard. And there is provincial arbiter Daniel Dinkwamaje. So Mpumalanga has two people, in fact. That's Karen and Lisa. Karen Talyard and Lisa Mposi. Two people in the Arbiters Commission, Arbiters and Organizers Commission. And provincial arbiter Ayanda Kumede from the KZN, KwaZulu Natal. Right, now moving on to the Ratings Commission. At the top of it is Gunther van den Berg. Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise. And it's followed by Sean Leviton. That's the president of Johannesburg Metro Chess. And there's Rishi Budram. I do remember a player named Budram, but I don't know Rishi Budram. There's Andrew Dalmax. I think he's also from the Western Cape. And there is Mbali Kumalo. Don't know. Youth Commission. No, Mbali Kumalo is now Youth Commission. And there's Lionel G. Campbell, the Youth Commission. But who are the chairpersons? Who are the and so forth, right? Like we would like to know that as well. Maybe the first person here. It will make sense that Gunther is the chairperson of the Ratings Commission and George Swart is the chairperson of the Arbiters and Organizers Commission. So yeah, there's 3 vacancies for the Youth Commission. You can apply 3 vacancies. They're looking for 3 more people to occupy those spots. Now, moving on to the Ethics Committee. At the top is Advocate Eric Nwedo. We'll assume that he's the chairperson. And is followed by Louis Linde. And there's Julian Bother. And there's Willem van Tonder. I do not know all of them. Like, I want to say something about this. Okay, there's 1 vacancy again for that commission. So one person that wants to be a member of the Ethics Committee can apply. And the grievance committee is as follows. 2 vacancies, 3 members already in occupation. That's Shanks Naidu grievance committee, right? Shanks Naidu, I remember Shanks in a conversation with Dr. Omar. He mentioned Shanks and the finances of Chess South Africa. But obviously, it's just a grievance committee. It's not the finance committee, so maybe it's still fine. But yeah, if you could just go back to the video, the interview between me and the interview with Dr. Omar Esau, Dr. Omar Esau of Western Cape. He mentioned some involvement, financial involvement. He says some things. He mentions Shanks Naidu. He mentions Mr. Mahomule with the finances of this National Schools Chess Association. So yes, seeing Shanks Naidu just kind of reminds me of that. And I see Gareth Jason. I see Shanks also is in the member. I think he's in Johannesburg Metro, right? He's a member of the executive committee of the Johannesburg Metro. So yeah, that's that. There's also Gareth Jason grievance committee. There's Mariette Pretorius grievance committee, 2 vacancies. So let's see who else is interested in becoming a member of that commission, so that next week they announce a full commission and committees and commissions, and then we'll see your name there because you took the challenge. You just went on for it and you just decided to apply and raise your hand and say, I want to be part of the change. Be the change that you wish to see. Says that non-violent Indian guy. Yeah, we want to move on to see now I'm talking about Shanks and now the quote by that Indian guy comes to my mind. My goodness. All right. There's the Women's Commission with Natasha Opperman. Women's Commission, there's Prof. Antoinette van der Meer, and there's Lisa Griffiths, and there's Lerato Lejuete. There's one vacancy for the Women's Commission. Moving on to the Events Committee. The Events Committee, now that's the people that's going to be, I don't know, responsible for what? Deciding where the events go, the national events. I don't know. They decided that there's. See, I keep forgetting to mention that there's this big event that is meant to be happening in Limpopo in the end of the year. But I'll come back to it some other time. So yeah, there's Sabata Matsise in the events committee. There's Tertius van Rooyen. There's Zaki Jacobs and there's Navendri Moodley. Tertius van Rooyen, I might be lying, but isn't that a name that I've seen in the Eastern Cape Nelson Mandela Bay's executive committee? That other structure, because they've got two parallel structures. Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, I think so. Tertius van Rooyen, I'll think about it. And I'll correct myself on the screen if I'm wrong. And then we've got the Trainers and Coaches Commission. At the top of it is Anzel Lopshaw. How can I keep your name out my mouth when they are mentioning you in committees and commissions? You are in public office again, Anzel. Then there's Fubi Maluleke. Ooh, Fubi Maluleke and Anzel in the same committee. And there's Umukhulu Nkwe. Okay, so Fubi Maluleke, Mpumalanga president again. Like you would think that these people actually get elected for this position so that they can go and be members of commissions and committees at the top, because they have not been doing anything. Like they're just trying to move on up. So now they've stepped up. They must, okay, you obviously resign obviously at the back because they no longer need those positions, right? So they've got the positions that they were actually looking for. Because, hey, yeah, there's Omukholongwe Nkwe, the head coach of, what's that province? Northwest. Yes, he is. Yes, and I think Bojanala as well. I think he's the head coach of Bojanala, but I might be wrong. But I know that he's in the Northwest and as a coach. There's Anzal Lopcha, like a lobster. And then, yeah, y'all know Anzel. I think she's also now the team captain or team coach or whatever for the Olympiad ladies team. She's also going with them. There's 2 vacancies also for that part, for this trainers and managers commission. Okay, we know Anzal is a trainer. That's maybe why she's here. So that means she's also a coach. And there's trainers. Okay, this is crazy though, because now there's trainers commission and there's only Anzal in the trainers commission. And then the other one is the trainers and managers commission. Then they've got Fumarulek. And then there's trainers and managers commission. They've got Umukhulu Nkwe. Because you'd want to know, man, like, Umukhulu Nkwe is also a coach. Like, Fumarulek is an administrator, man. Is he a trainer, though? I don't know. Maybe he's a manager. That's why he's there. Like, hey, you want to know things like this, eh? Yeah, ne? And then there's, Mpumalanga is favored. Yeah, what did Mpumalanga sell? What did they sell us? Mpumalanga has been, snap! Mpumalanga is getting rewarded for fake suspending me. Mpumalanga is getting rewarded for fake suspending me. It's like all of them are in all of these commissions and committees. Because now here's Philip Palane, a development committee. They always say that in politics, they will make you do things you don't want to do. They'll just tell you, no, man, we'll take care of you. And they're taking care of them now. Check, at least some policies and the arbiters and organizers committee. You've seen, what's his name as well? You've seen Fumaruleke in the trainers and managers. Now you're seeing Philip Palane. That is the province, the Mpumalanga executive. That's president, deputy president, and secretary. Whew. The rewards. My goodness. So the suspension worked, eh? Arnold May Development Committee, and there's 3 vacancies for the Development Committee. My goodness, the controversy of things. Wow. Yo. But anyway, it's good because they don't make fake promises. You see what I mean? So they make like, they were good on their word. Like they make good on their promise and they gave you the... because the Palane development, again, you see some of these things is like, hey, All right, Pala. There's Carlton van Wyk at the Finance Committee. And then there is Burton van Staden for the Finance Committee again. Carlton, not sure who you are, but Burton van Staden, former president of the Cape Town Chess Federation, now known, Cape Town Chess Federation, used to be the Western Province, but now Cape Town Chess Federation. There's 3 vacancies as well for that one. And we move on to the National Selections Committee. They've always wanted Kenny Willenbeck, because remember he used to consult for the national selections, right? So Kenneth Willenbeck is the only member of the National Selections Committee. And there's 4 vacancies. Raise your hands, and then you can be a part of that commission. If they refuse you, let us know. We'll find out why, because it wouldn't make sense. Okay, Kenneth, yeah, maybe it makes sense for him to be there, but we'll see who else is supposed to be in there. So yeah, that's Western Province, Western Cape people, right? I see there's a constitutional committee also headed by Aldo Pecure. That is the current president of the Western Cape Chess. Andre's successor. And there's also Joe Mahomul Constitutional Committee, and there's Mike Pond at the Constitutional Committee as well. Joe Mahomula, at least it's good to see his involvement, because we are waiting for him to come as the president after Andre leaves. Or maybe if there will be any other presidents developed by that time, because we sort of see that this is still coming. So yeah, there's a communication at the bottom of this. There are still a number of vacancies and members of the chess community. Anyone with the necessary expertise are invited to express their interest to avail themselves to serve on the committees. Please submit an email to Nicole R. Peter at gmail.com and underlayvox5@gmail.com and submit a 1-page CV with your expertise. You see, we're still getting these email addresses, the funny email addresses, because of the botched handover process. Expression of interest must be emailed to the above email addresses by 13 September. By 13 September, you must express your interest. Chess South Africa congratulates the above individuals and wishes them well with their duties. We are looking forward to. Okay, so here's the funny thing. So they are saying expertise. Now I wonder what expertise. Let me just single out some people, because there are some positions that I see that there are no expertise. What expertise? Wait. Fulman has, because maybe on paper he has a FIDE trainer thingy, right? Now, I wonder what expertise does Philip Palane have in the development committee. So what expertise are you looking for when you say people with expertise must come in? Then who else do I know that doesn't have any expertise? Let me see. Who else can I question? These are the arbiters and organizers. Definitely, they are all titled provincial arbiters and FIDE arbiters and so forth. But yeah, honestly, how? So anyone basically in the chess community that feels like they need to serve must apply. Not that expertise, even if you're interested in learning, because even them, they're learning on the job, these people. Hey, and they're messing up. But yeah, they're probably getting better. But we must blame their seniors who are there next to them, watching them mess up. Like Mr. Mahomula, they're there in the National Council. What are they saying when this Andre and friends are doing these messes and other things? But it's not like I'm speaking about something in particular. Moving on now to the matter of the Eastern Cape. It actually kind of triggers me, because I'm thinking of the following 3 things. The following things that were said by somebody. Somebody said somewhere in our conversation of a phone call, they said, wait, yeah. And that's the part where Andre comes in. Andre Levox is doing to Luzu Kondinesa what Luzu Kondinesa is doing to Ninawa Peter. Right? Why do they say that? Because Andre Levox suspended Luzu Kondinesa and his committee, and obviously he sort of dissolved it. Luzu Kondinesa suspended Ninawa Peter, and now he does not recognize his entire committee. And that's why we ended up having a parallel structure, because after the elections of the Nelson Mandela Bay, the first ones when Ninawa Peter was elected, the Eastern Cape chairs through Luzu Kondinesa decided that they don't recognize that committee, and they ran their own, was it elections, or they appointed an interim structure? And now there's the same thing, the similar thing that's about to happen, or that is happening in the Eastern Cape, because now Andre Levax dissolves and does not recognize Luzu Kondenisa's executive interim structure. And the interim structure in return, including the provincial council, does not recognize the dissolvement and all the efforts, and they just feel, even though they don't say, they're not, because again, that's another it's the thing that needs to be expressed on behalf of the other regions in the Eastern Cape, is that they're not saying that the interim committee must continue staying, but they don't agree with the way that things were handled. And that is why they wrote those letters, because we were like 6 letters out of the 8 regions, saying that they reject the administrator and they reject obviously the decision by the executive committee to dissolve, right? So now what is likely to happen is that, because Chess South Africa is forcing the administrator in the province, and they've got 1 or 2 regions working with the administrator might now, in all the other regions, kind of either form his own structures, because that's part of the mandate that he's given, right? Either establish other structures on paper and then afterwards run provincial elections, even though Luzuko's interim structure has already called out, set up a date and is scheduled an elections for the 27th, is it? For the 27th of September or somewhere around there. So now imagine what will happen. The administrator would have his own elections. Obviously, that's on behalf of Chess South Africa. And Luzuko would have his own elections. Now, there's a chance that we might have, again, 2 parallel structures of the province in the Eastern Cape. Seriously, if nothing happens, if no intervention happens in the Eastern Cape, we might end up with a parallel provincial structure, with 2 parallel structures in the province. Mark my words. So that's why I'm saying now, they're saying that Levax is doing to Luzu Kondinisa what Denisa is doing to Peter. All right? And that's basically what is happening. So yeah. Hey, but it's a very interesting thing. It's a very interesting thing that is happening in the Eastern Cape. And Eastern Cape is a very interesting province, especially with a whole lot of things that are meant to be happening there in the next few months. So, hey, yeah, man, it was so cold. They start fighting. So yeah. And what else did I want to say? Yes, on the 20 to the 22nd of September in the Eastern Cape at the University of Fort Hare and the ABC Hall, they have the Heritage Open Chess Tournament. Whew. I wonder if there's names that I need to mention. So it's obviously the title players are getting in for free, and the semi-title players, like your CMs, they get a 50% discount. So they are semi-titled, they get a semi-free entry. So because they are halfway towards the title with the candidacy as the candidate masters and women candidate masters, they get 50% entry fee. Don't argue with me. Come on. Argue with the name itself, candidate master. So you are a candidate to become a master CM. And Keith Kubala, I'm speaking to you too. I know you're a super CM, but yeah. So the closing date for entries is on the 18th of September 2024. And if you register late, you get charged an additional 30 rands to the normal entry fee. So yeah, the chief organizer is the University of Fort Hare Chess Club. The tournament director is Justice Mawere. And the chief arbiter is Anti Mafongosi. Anti, the same one that's been mentioned in the debacle against the Luzu Kondinisa, where there was claims that Luzu Kondinisa has called up, has cancelled an event in his own interest. That's the same Janti. I'll read it, Janti. Yo, Mafongos. You, we hope for success in your event, Mr. Chief Arbiter. First prize, here's the attractive thing. Your first prize winner gets 7,000 rands. Whoa. So it's like 7,000 rands, there's 4,000 rands, there's 3,000 rands, there's 2,000 rands, there's 1,000 rands, there's 600, 400, 200 rand for number 8, plus a certificate. And the best female gets 850 rands, and the best junior gets 800 rand. And there's a chocolate bar for the biggest upset per round. So actually, every round you could be earning yourself a chocolate bar. But like that 200 rand at number 8 in the section A with the entry fee of 350. Come on, it's better you just give me back my entry fee, like 350 at the yeah, less, but anyway, it's still a good price. So yeah, and funny thing is they've got because it's a Heritage Day, right? And people, and it's in the Eastern Cape and the classes with the heritage outfits. Whoo, my goodness! So they've got this 250 rand each for best dressed male and female player on the 21st September 2024, traditional or heritage gear. Wow. Now, it's going to be a spectacle. I'm thinking people are going to be dressed so beautifully. I wish to see that. Obviously, I will not be there because, hey, things are heated up in the Eastern Cape. Honestly, people don't realize how serious people are taking this. I've realized it. And I think that at some point, like at this point, instead of at some point, I realized that both parties are actually right. I think with them, because now I'm going to just put it as Ninawa Peters, there's Luzuko Denisa and their parties, right? Because I feel like they are both so correct. Because again, if you take your time and you listen to Ninawa Peters, the man spits facts. And he's got evidence to back everything that he speaks of. And that is why he will not back down. Because the thing is, once a person realizes they're wrong or once a person is wrong, they start backing down. But like, I think now, Ninawa Peter cannot back down because he has evidence for everything he speaks of. He has facts. He's constitutionally sound, and the bad thing about him is that he likes calling everybody an empty head. Because that kind of like. Yeah, but it does that a lot in the groups. I don't know if it does it in person because you wouldn't call a person dumb in person because some people have what do they call these things? You cannot predict their reactions, right? It's good that it's empty heads and all that. But yeah, so maybe that's the only thing. But definitely, I can understand why Bo Andre Levax decided to take a side early without understanding both sides. But they listened to him and they took a side. And that's why it was clear from onset that Andre Levax is on the side of Ninawa Peter because Ninawa Peter speaks sense. And everything that he's saying, even his suspension is questionable. And there is nothing that can be pinned on him because he was not even... It's so funny because, okay, so I understand that the previous executive committee that called the elections that the way he was elected was not it was a defunct structure that called elections without involving the regional council, and that is why the elections should be nullified from then on. But from him being elected onwards by the clubs that were there and all that, if those clubs were members of because the clubs participated, even though they were not part of calling the elections, but the fact that they participated in the elections, that means now they approve. And from then on, his elections was just, yeah. So I don't know, man. Like, hey. And then Luzuko Denisa now is the man of the people. I mean, it's like, him as well. He's getting this backing from people at the back, and he's doing like there's people that are telling me on the phone like this man has given so much to the development of chess in so many regions in this province, regions that were unheard of, or regions that did not have any chess. He came and he brought them back to life for the love of the game. But at some point, people must do like Mr. Mahumula did. Remember, Mr. Mahumula decided, you know what? I'm not going to contest any other judgment from here on against Hendrik Levax. I almost said Hendrik Levax. It kind of makes sense, right? It does. If you've seen how many people Hendrik Levax has removed from groups, then you would know why I'm saying it makes sense to say Hendrik Levax. But anyway, so yeah, between when Mr. Mahmoud decided that he was going to step away and not even make himself a candidate, like that was a very noble move. And I'm thinking if Luzuko was to say, you know what, for the sake of chess, no, because now he's the hero of this whole thing now. If he was to say, you know what, for the sake of progress in chess and for the sake of the province to be back in its, I'm stepping back. and I am not running. Let's run elections. If I get elected, I get elected for the province. If I don't, I don't. I'm still a player. I'm still a coach. It's like me, man. I feel like there's so much for me to do in the chess community. I don't even need to be a member of any commission or committee or commissions or anything like that. So I think my value in this community is in many, many different ways. Like I don't need to be in any committee to add value. Even this, what I'm doing right now, is me trying to add value. Like, you remove me from one thing, I'll try and find another thing. I could even go back at home, come to my community and start coaching again, like from ground level. Like, that's something I also do as well. So you see that my relevance is not dependent on any of you electors or leaders or whoever you are, paper signers. You're not leading, some of you, Belave. You're just there to sign papers on behalf of the province or the regions or whatever. But anyways, this is Chess and Wine. Let me just continue drinking the wine while editing this video. Good evening and happy birthday to me. You forgive me. Honestly, please, subscribe to the channel or join and become a member. For 30 rands a month, you could just be a member of the channel, Chess and Wine. And we'll see what more we can do if that happens. Because if you were members, if you all joined, I'll probably be going to every tournament. I'll probably be going to the UFH tournament as well, if you are members. I'll probably be going to the Moja, because I don't think I'm going to go to the Moja anymore. It's expensive. So now, you see, now I'm brave enough to say it's going to be expensive. But anyways, your membership could actually ensure that I get to be everywhere. But anyways, if you don't want to, we are still okay, even if you don't want to be a member. Like, our okayness between us does not depend on your membership. It depends on your comment, on you liking the video, and on you watching more and more of Chess and Wine. Like, because if it wasn't for you, there wouldn't be no this. Good evening.